beneath contempt. "You may well wonder how I stumbled upon this lamentable rag," Magita continued. "I assure you I am not in the habit of patronizing such drivel. But yesterday my grandson, Hillman, spent the night with me and his grandfather, and I caught him reading it with his eyes bugging out over that halter-top cover photo. Oh, he just thought Juliette Cadbury was such a— what was the word? Oh, yes, a hottie. Not that I think that's even a real word, mind you. Well, I could have lived with that, but after I'd snatched it from him and read her views regarding everything on God's green earth, I decided that enough was enough." Mary Dell took a deep breath. Meaning anyone that says she and her unmarried lover are going to make lots of babies without benefit of marriage if they feel like it is giving young minds like my Hillman a very irresponsible and immoral view of the real world. That is so typical of these Hollywood types, you know. So many of them feel their great wealth insulates them from the responsibility of their actions. And Ma Hillman, with all his hormones, is presented a horrendous role model. Where will it all end, I ask you?" Harris took a swallow of water and stepped up to the plate. "Magita, we're very aware of that tabloid article. It was called to our attention by the Film Commission itself. I certainly agree with you that it's a rag. It's also probably very inaccurate, misleading, and even untruthful regarding Juliette Cadbury's actual views on a variety of subjects. These supermarket concoctions are always getting into legal trouble misquoting people." "Fine, defend this creature all you like," Magita replied, thumping the paper for emphasis. "But I've come to tell you two that I will not stand idly by when she comes to town. Here's fair warning that I intend to organize my Historic Preservation Committee into a protest group. When she and that actor friend of hers come down to Fort Rosalie to inspect our bed and breakfasts, we will dog her every inch of the way. We will let her know that Hollywood morality is not appreciated here in Fort Rosalie, Mississippi, and perhaps she'll think twice about making that terrible whispering Dixie within the confines of our beautiful and historic city." With that, Magita turned on her heels and marched across the dining room to a chorus of agitated whispers. Mary Dell was the first to recover from the diatribe, giving Harris a worried look. "She could be a major problem for us." "Understatement of the year. Keeping our three beloved bed and breakfast owners from each other's throats was going to be difficult enough, but now this." The confrontation with Magita had taken the edge off Mary Dell's appetite, and she toyed with her food throughout the rest of the meal. "I've been thinking," she said later as she stirred her coffee somewhat absent-mindedly, "and I don't think I'm going to tell our bed and breakfast owners about Magita's intentions at the briefing tomorrow. We'll be peeling them off the walls as it is when they hear the details of Juliette Cadbury's inspection tour." "Good idea," Harris replied, reaching across the table to take her hand. "You're the only one at the Bureau I would ever have even considered for the Cadbury-Ronaldo booking." Indeed, in the space of 5 years, she had become the Tourist Bureau's most accomplished account executive, quickly surpassing the savvy of a handful of older and more experienced males. The gossip-prone around the Bureau, of course, were fond of pointing to the budding romantic relationship between the boss and his only female charge, but Mary Dell had definitely not slept her way to the top. To begin with, there was the matter of Harris's divorce, which had finally come through after 3.5 years. True, she had fantasized about him on that first job interview, wondering what it would be like to have him frame her face with those strong hands of his, how it would feel to run her fingers through his salt-and-pepper hair, how that first kiss would taste on her lips, a mature man having his way with her. Yet she had wisely maintained their professional relationship right up until the time he was once again a free man. Yes, he was nearly 20 years older, and yes, he had reared and married off 2 daughters after a quarter-century of marriage to his wife, Betsy. But Mary Dell had not hesitated when he had finally asked her out after the ring was off his finger. She was ready for something more than booking hotel rooms and convention space for association executives. The slim, sweet-faced brunette everyone said just lit up the Tourist Bureau morning, noon, and night was ready for some honest-to-goodness romance in her life. On the ride back to her apartment in Harris's Buick, Mary Dell was thinking out loud. "I don't think I'd better tell Juliette's personal assistant about this new development either." "What's her name again?" "Heidi Pendleton," Mary Dell replied, "or Miss Efficient, as I call her every time we hang up long distance. She talks just like a press release all the time. Miss Cadbury does not want pedestrian accommodations during her upcoming stay in Fort